Welcome back to a special episode of Aunt and Andrew Hot Topics.
Hot topics. This is where every week we just kind of let you know all the
People are aware at this point.
reality. Well, I just want to make sure they know that this is where you get the hot gossip. I think hot gossip number one is Tamra Barney, as we know, announced on her, was it two teas in a pod?
2 teas in a pod.
Yes, with Teddy Mellencamp, that she had one session with a therapist and she's on the spectrum.
Yeah, absolutely. Next year, it's going to be rebrand. 2 teas on the spectrum.
I don't get it. She also said that she thought about going into a residential facility.
She should, for her mental health and her psychiatric issues and her behavioral issues, not because she has autism.
Yes, because she's got borderline personality disorder.
Yeah, you have some stuff wrong, Tamra. You don't know
concerned.
how to understand people. You're not a good read of people. But don't belittle what parents go through when they use
Who
the
actually
term
have a child with learning
on the spectrum that they don't
and
know yet what their actual diagnosis is, and that's why they say it. Say what you really have, figure it out, find it out, and shut your mouth until then.
And as I've said to Andrew on our other podcast on the recap of the Real Housewives of Orange County, that I believe some of it is due to the fact she's having a terrible season. There's a load of hate, and she's trying to find some man-made sympathy. That's my idea. I don't have any sympathy for her, except she definitely has borderline personality disorders.
I don't know if it's borderline. She has a personality disorder.
Okay, well, they say it's called borderline personality disorder
because you're it's borderline for most. It's not for her.
Slightly narcissistic, slightly sadistic, slightly, manic.
How about a blatant personality disorder?
There you go. Now, staying in the OC this week, Jim Bellino came
Elizabeth Vargas and Jim Bellino.
Oh, well, I've heard that that's not true. But
I know, but the picture was really grotesque.
I know, it was grotesque. Go look at the picture. Jim Bellino said he doesn't really care that Alexis is getting married to Johnny J, but that he suggests that Alexis get a prenup to protect her money, because Jim Bellino knows how much money Alexis has because he gave it to her when they got divorced. Totally. And he said, as far as I'm concerned, Johnny J don't have anything compared to what Alexis has. So when Alexis says she doesn't want a prenup, he said she better rethink that, because otherwise Johnny J is going to be taking half of Jimmy B's money. Oh, that was fabulous, wasn't it? Okay, then we have over in New Jersey.
New Jersey. Ooh,
oh my God.
Shakedown, baby.
Tommy Manzo, who
we knew all about this.
I know, but technically Tommy Manzo isn't part of New Jersey because we never saw him. He didn't want to be on TV, if you remember.
It's 'cause clearly now we know why.
Well, yeah, but that was back in the day. But the funny part was, Tommy and Dina's wedding was on MTV back in the day when they had My Big Fat Fabulous Wedding, and they spent $1 million on their wedding at the Brownstone. So, as you know, Tommy Manzo is Carolyn Manzo's brother-in-law. Albert Manzo's brother runs the Brownstone.
With Al.
He was with Albert, was convicted to 7 years. Yes, 7 years of racketeering for paying a hitman
with a free wedding at the Brownstone.
A free wedding at the Brownstone in return for beating up Dina's then boyfriend.
Yeah.
Who's now her ex-boyfriend. She married somebody else.
Wild.
Only in New Jersey.
Only.
And I mean, I would love to know what Carolyn said, because as Carolyn said once, Caroline, one of these days I can see there could be someone that says, what's going on there? I'm just going to say there's a little bit of karma going on.
And there's a book about it. There's a book there somewhere. There's a book.
There is. What's it called? The book? What's Danielle Staub's book's name?
Oh, that's a different book. That is called Cop Without a Badge. But, Teresa's book that Caroline was referencing years before was Turning the Tables.
Yeah,
that she wrote from prison.
I don't know what to say about that, but Tommy Manzo is going to prison for 7 years. I wonder if Caroline will visit him.
I wonder what Caroline knows and what she knew.
Oh, where are the bodies? Where are the bodies? Okay, over in Vanderpump Rules land.
Oh, so sad. The final season.
Yeah, the final season. Vanderpump Rules have
Shocking.
agreed to come back for one final
Shaka.
season. And they'll be starting to record that soon. So I have a feeling come next, because they always usually, Vanderpump always comes usually January, February.
Yes.
So maybe we will have by maybe April, because they haven't started filming yet.
They'll probably start filming now soon.
Yeah, pretty soon.
Now that this is announced.
And I wonder how many old news will be there. Like, will Stassi be on?
Will Raquel come back?
Oh, I would love Raquel to come back. But also, Lisa Vanderpump just bought a house in Vegas.
In Vegas, I know.
$5 million. She bought a house in Vegas. So
I heard that most of the casinos smell like her. Cigarettes and Diet Coke.
I thought she was
Chardonnay,
rosé.
Sorry.
I thought it was rosé.
Chardonnay. Cigarettes and Chardonnay.
Oh, yeah, that's the line, but she's the rosé queen now. I wonder if, because they're getting a little
just come on, what are you trying to say? This is Hot Topics.
They're getting a little old. You know what else I saw this week that's also interesting? Lisa's net worth is $90 million. Okay, that was interesting. It was listing the richest housewives. That was sort of interesting. Dubai was number 1. Diana Jansen was like number 3. It was sort of Jenkins. What did I say? Diana Jansen.
John Jansen's ex-wife starting rumors.
Yeah, and the nastiness.
Flaccidness.
No one in New Jersey was on the list.
Well, thank you. That makes sense.
Yeah, and nobody in the OC was on the list either.
That makes sense as well. What about Heather?
And Heather Dubrow was on the list. Yes, but it said mainly because of her husband's plastic surgery. Yeah, and Maloof was on there. Yeah, Maloof Hoof. Adrienne Maloof was on the list.
Kyle Richards.
Kyle Richards was, she was worth $100 million.
Yep, her and Mo.
Yeah, her.
No, her and Mo.
Yeah, okay. And so that was an interesting list. I don't remember the rest of it. I probably should have wrote it down, but I didn't. I'm just going by memory. Dubai was number 1. She's worth $1 billion.
Well,
good for her. And so Lisa's moving to Vegas, and we'll have one more year of Vanderpump Rules.
So sad, but
I know. And one more thing, Katie
Maloney's dating.
Yeah, she's dating, and she announced to social media that she is in love.
Oh, I can't wait to meet that dinosaur.
And the same day, it was Tom Schwartz's birthday.
I know. Sounds like a bad country song. Anywho, love you guys. Tune in, follow, and if you want to see us live, we'll be at the Woburn Halloween Parade
oh my God,
next weekend. Come in your costume.
Bye. Bye.